The sky between us. There was once a time when the sky between us felt small. I remember how it stretched lazily over the horizon, painted in soft hues of amber and lavender, almost as if it wanted to cradle us within its vastness. It felt close, reachable, like something we could touch if we just stretched our hands far enough. We spent countless evenings beneath that sky, you and I, lying on the cool grass as the sun dipped beneath the earth, spilling its last breath of warmth across our skin. You would point to the clouds, tracing invisible shapes with your fingers, while I followed the curve of your hand, my gaze more fixed on you than the endless expanse above. "Do you think the sky ever ends?" you once asked, eyes reflecting the golds and pinks of twilight. I remember smiling. Maybe it's not meant to. Maybe it's the one thing that's truly infinite. You nodded, but there was a far-off look in your eyes, as if you weren't satisfied with my answer, as if you were searching for something out there, something beyond the horizon that I couldn't see. Time passed, as it always does. The sky between us, once a warm and comforting embrace, began to stretch. At first it was subtle, days of silence between calls, messages unanswered until morning. I told myself it was nothing, that the clouds would pass, but the sky kept growing. One evening we found ourselves under that same sky, only this time the colors were different, colder, with streaks of pale blue and gray. You didn't trace the clouds anymore. I didn't follow your hands with my eyes. We sat in silence, the sky between us now a gulf I couldn't understand. "Do you think," you whispered, your voice fragile as the wind, "the sky could pull us apart?" I didn't know how to answer. I wanted to say no. I wanted to say that no matter how far the sky stretched, no matter how wide it became, it couldn't touch the space between us, the space we had filled with laughter and memories and whispered dreams. But something in your eyes told me you were already drifting, pulled by invisible winds I couldn't feel. That night, the stars appeared, twinkling cold and distant. I watched them, wondering if you were looking at the same ones, though you were already so far away. The sky between us had grown vast, a sea of stars and silence, and I realized that maybe it was always infinite after all. Days turned into months, and eventually we stopped talking. The sky, once a shared canvas, became a reminder of the space between us, endless, unreachable. I would often look up, wondering where you were, what clouds you were tracing now, and if you ever thought of me. But the sky, indifferent and vast, offered no answers. Sometimes I still lie beneath it, trying to remember how it felt when it was small, when you were near, and when we believed that nothing could ever come between us. But now the sky between us stretches on, boundless and quiet, a reminder of how far we can drift apart under the same heavens. And perhaps that's what the sky is, something infinite, something that both connects and divides, a space where memories live and fade, forever shifting between what was and what is. The sky between us remains silent and eternal, and though we are no longer beneath it together, I like to think that somewhere, under the same stars, you still look up and wonder too.
Thank you for watching my channel. Keep learning. Please subscribe my channel.